We are doing Till Death Do You Part. We're going to investigate the noises coming from the cemetery. Let's find out what's a crack-a-lack in here. Yeah, I was just really impressed with last episode. That quest where we did the tournament and freed Vivian of her curse, it was phenomenal. In fact, pretty much everything about this DLC is super high quality. I'm enjoying it a lot. The full... lads. Witcher 3. Possibly one of the highest quality games ever made.
Can't hear anything, but might want to look around anyway.
Alright, let's have a look. I imagine... Oh wait, there was that something there?
Smashed padlock. Someone broke in.
Grieving residents. I was about to say it's probably I would have probably said a tomb like this.
Save us from the beast.
The beast. Here lies Milton de Peyran. Oh shit, yeah, because he died, didn't he? I forgot how he died. It was the guy that took part in the tournament against the...
Empty wine bottles. Leftovers. Big to do? Not likely.
The rhinoceros thing. So, that guy could have died during the rhinoceros fight, or he just died during the story, but I've actually forgot how he did die. On grave robbing.
Graves dug up. Thing is, grave robbers don't usually wail and moan that much. Lots of tracks. Not much I can glean from them, though.
Tracks?
Gotta come back after dark.
Ah, okay.
Damn it. More fighting. Noises coming from the catacombs, it seems.
Wait, how do we get in the catacombs? Ah, down here. Oh shit, what's that? Monsters downstairs.
So, noises coming from here. Not
No.
a soul. Strange. Doesn't look anything like a grave hag's lair either. Gold. Can't be grave robbers. None worth their salt would have left this. Louis de Corentin. Died on the day of Saint Zoetham's remembrance. Noises started right around then. Pretty fresh. Funeral wasn't too long ago. Here lies Margot de Corentin.
Alright, I don't think there's anything else. Oh, here we go.
Smashed, as if someone threw it against the wall. No sign of monsters or grave robbers. Bit of a mess, that's all. Maybe this isn't the spot after all. Strange. Noises
What the
clearly
hell?
coming from that tomb. Impossible.
Oh shit! Actual grave robbers. Fool. Orders from Robin. That foolish flatulent fluffer Bruce has tried to cheat us again, but he won't get away with it this time. Take a pickaxe and shovel and pay our dearly departed boss a visit. Her kitty face was hideous to look at even when she was alive, so the very thought of looking at it now she's dead gives me the bloody runs. Take the jewels, pearls and other valuables, bum nibbling Bruce tossed into her grave. Oh, and if you see the milk sop hanging around the cemetery, break his neck. Robin. P.S. Apparently, ever since Selena's death, the kid's been moping near Orlimer's cemetery, howling at the moon. If I know life, as I do, he's got with him the key to the chest we buried with that bitch. Perhaps we could end his suffering by ending his miserable life at the lake, if he hasn't drowned himself already, that is. The last exploits of Selena's gang. Right, that's locked. We've got 2 quests to do here. This one and this. Oh, the lake near the cemetery. Well, we're not doing that. That's a treasure hunt. This crypt's massive. More robbers. What's going on here?
Come to visit your grandpa's grave, I guess.
What the poking devils? Who are you? Who sent you?
So many questions, so few answers.
Blimey, we're the plumbing philosopher. Get the smarmy cat diddler, lads.
Cat diddler.
If I only had a crown for every time a bunch like this. Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now it's my turn to rob. Ode to Gwent. Oh. Gwent is like a ruddy wine. Gwent's a knight with a lady fine. When before you 2 armies clash, your cares melt off in a dash. Fucking love Gwent, me. Right. I know it's probably not over this direction, but I want to explore it anyway. Is this a river? Aha. Locked. Okay, let's get back to the quest. This is a death.
Something's not right. Need to hide, see how things play out.
Yeah, this is a fucking sneaky ghost. Are we hiding behind here?
You'd rather lie about all day, flipping those cards like some dwarf. Disgusting.
Indeed. Far better to stand at the door of Lepioda's temple, mumbling prayers from dawn till dusk.
Ingrid, I prayed for you, that you would cast off the yoke of gambling.
Fine job you did of it. Seems the gods had also heard enough of your cackling. And you? Why are you here? This is a private conversation.
It's a domestic. So this guy like went and she like praying.
Mind keeping it down? Neighbors are complaining.
Neighbors? Everyone here is dead.
I know not your name, but you must help me. I refuse to spend eternity at the side of this heathen. Remove him from my crypt at once.
Slow down. What's the problem?
This is my crypt, and this saintly shrew harangues me even in death. An eternity of nagging, the misery.
I was blind and a fool to marry him. He's a slave to the cards, prepared to wager his own child on a round of Gwent.
Once, damn it, and as a jest. How many times must I explain? And who sank our fortune into some silly statue of Lebioda?
Piety. That was my cause. The prophet immortalized would have transformed this land of blasphemy and betting. How was I to know it was all a fraud?
Because I warned you some 500 times!
Quiet! Shut up, both of you! Who does the crypt belong to, rightfully?
Must you ask? It's mine. My family's. The Decorintans. Are you illiterate?
Alright, prick.
But my dowry served to repurchase it from those you owed.
Look, if there's to be peace and quiet here, one of you's gotta go. Need to move one of you out.
Yes, take him. Please, do so. And I shall tell you where I hid his lucky Gwent cards.
Oh, that sealed the deal.
I knew it was you. And now you would evict me from my crypt, then pay for the deed with my cards.
I'm definitely going to help her then.
Blast it all! Had I those very cards at the tournament in Belhaven, I'd still be alive. It's your fault, you pox incarnate, that they stabbed me to death.
They murdered you for your debts. I had nothing to do with it.
Come, I heed this good book-thumping wench. Mind, I know well where she hid those cards. I'll tell you myself, as soon as you've removed her.
Nah, you've got to go.
Need to think about it. Alright, gotta move one of them out.
Right, well, she definitely knows where the cards are.
Prophet Lepiota.
He could be bullshitting, so...
After which he promptly added, "For you shall have none left for me."
Is that his urn?
Shut your mouth. I shall speak to you no more.
No, no, it is I who shall speak to you no more, you...
See you, mate.
I see you fell for that pious tart's drivel. Drats! Ah, well, then listen. I've a request. Be a good fellow and set me in the chamber of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. It's just round the corner.
He's going to work out good for everyone.
You a member?
That's just it. I was not. But I would have dearly liked to have been. And joining them in death shouldn't bother anyone.
This could have made
Certainly
more
doesn't
noise.
bother me. I'll do it. Where's this chamber?
Once you enter the catacombs, go straight. The chamber will be on your right, near the corridor's mouth, and I thank you.
We've already been in there, haven't we? Give her the finger as a last farewell. What a banger. Right, come on then, bro.
Deeper in the catacombs. Right, let's go.
This is where we killed the grave robbers and found the Gwent book and
Chamber
ode to
Louis
Gwent.
mentioned. Gotta be. That ought to do.
There you go, mate. Enjoy your lifetime of Gwent.
High time Marco paid up.
Yeah, I need the Gwent cards. That's what sealed the deal for me. He could have been lying. He could have just been saying like, oh, but then again, I suppose if he did lie to us, we could just change him round, couldn't we? Be like, all right, and that's what you get, you lying fuck. I want the Gwent cards, son, cause I'm an addict myself.
Done. Now where you got those cards?
Leave the city through the Cooper's Gate, then veer right. Our house is easily recognized. A tree adorns the sign above the door. I buried the chest in the garden, beneath the rose bush.
Tree on a sign, rose bush. Think I got it.
Now you're all alone in there.
Might I ask, what you did with Louis. True, he knew nothing in life but Gwent, but I would still prefer he not spend eternity in a ditch or a privy.
Don't worry about it. Found him a nice place. Ought to feel right at home. Farewell.
Right. Let's get this house first. I know we've got that other treasure hunt that we found in there, but if I'm honest, lads, I'm not too bothered about treasure hunts. None of the rewards are going to be worthwhile, unless of course it's Gwent cards, which I doubt it is. We'll go and get... This is 252... Well, this is only 61 meters away. We'll tell you what, we'll collect that reward. We'll collect the Gwent cards first in case it turns the map marker off.
Ooh. Ah! Oh, you!
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Dobry monument will remain closed.
All is in order!
Further notice.
Come on, baby. 89 meters away. I think my biggest problem with this city is there's not enough fast travel points. It's a huge city and there's only one. Well, there's only one I've found. Oh shit.
Medallion's humming. Something's not quite right.
Really? Oh, fuck.
Alright.
A nice house they had.
Just like she said. And the Gwent cards, as promised.
Awesome. Why not rob the house? I mean, it'd be rude not to. Anything good in here? Bit of chicken? Ham sandwich? Locked. What have we got up here? Back all. How do I get out? There we go. Right, let's go and get our real. Oh wait, I've just seen it. Shit, I'm stuck. Look on the fucking house. There's a fast travel sea. I know I've just been complaining about fast travels, but you actually found one. Happy days. Oi oi. We found 4 so far in the town. I didn't realise we had that many.
Tough times.
You'll not find woods here. Not
Upstairs.
Hey there, I'm done. Cemetery ought to be real nice and quiet now.
To sleep in my own bed once more. The clogs has grown intolerably loud. The punters bellow like men possessed. One madman especially, always shouting, Ordrin, Ordrin.
Ordrin.
At the cemetery, what was it? Beasts, as you claimed?
Remember Ordrin from Witcher 2? The drunk guy.
Yeah, really tough, demanding fight. Barely made it out alive.
Is it your codex? Forbids you from revealing the details? For the best, I dare say. There's a small premium for you. You've earned it.
I'm a hustler, baby. Yo, we just hustled this guy out of more money. What a banger. Barely survived that one. Check this guy for any Gwen cards.
Mind if I...
Nope. Ain't got shit.
See ya.
I married a dopey dad. Mother said.
You'll not
Okay.
find work here.
What's next? Goodness gracious, great balls of granite. Talk to the art curator. That's quite close. Oh, is the art curator what we've just walked past? Where people were standing outside of the... Maybe it was that. Yeah, when we just ran down the road there and there was loads of people standing outside. I'm sure it was the art place. I'm sure they mentioned art. Toussaint. It's crazy how like just the look and feel of Toussaint feels like a completely like separate game.
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Dobry monument will remain closed until further notice.
Closed? Why, we wrote an entire day to see it. You're a
Oh
cheat.
shit!
Please disperse! The exhibition is closed!
What's this about?
Oh, Lapiote, give me strength. I can't bear this, please! I believe I've been clear. No presentation today. Oh, wait! Are you not that famous witcher, Geralt of Rivia? I believe I have work for you.
Saw your notice. Mentioned a monument.
The matter is a delicate one, but mind you, I pay well. Alas, I can say no more at this stage. Interested?
Very interested.
The statue. Just tell me what's the problem.
A picture's worth 1,000 words. More, I dare say. Come with me. I'll show you.
You think it's going to be a rock monster or something? Great balls of granite.
Here it is. Our pride and joy, Reginald Dobry.
Nice
A
ass.
giant among lovers. A poking, puncturing swordsman, and atop all that, an unrifled tittler of harps and other organs.
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this? It's lost its jewels.
Somebody stole the testicles off a statue.
Excellent.
No ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own genitals, certified and authenticated. Sprung directly from his loins, they grant all who stroke them unparalleled virility.
Oh, I
All
bet.
who buy a ticket, that is. Thus, you must retrieve those stones.
They are the stones. Bro, I'll find your stones.
Got my attention. Now tell me about this Reginald, all you know.
There's so much to tell. Legend has it he and the architect Pharamond planned and laid out Beauclair.
Impressed already.
In particular, Reginald took great pains to devise escape routes for lovers caught with their pants down. Literally and metaphorically. He later made frequent use of them himself. Not out of fear, mind you, but to avoid having to kill his rivals in duels.
How noble.
Any idea when the theft took place?
It must have been mere hours ago. I guided the last group through the exposition quite recently. Stones were very much in place.
Got any suspects?
Considering the vast potency of Reginald's prized pouch, everyone's a suspect.
Who would not want it for himself?
I bet you they've put it in their mouth. How good's that bronze look? Look at the green and brown on his ass. Fantastic.
Need to look around. Might find a clue or two.
Do what you must, as long as you return grasping Reginald's stones. Without them, Beauclair's entire tourist sector faces trying times.
Maybe it's just cold, and they got sucked up into his body cavity.
You shall be whole again soon.
Yeah, baby. Shit, I can't say them properly. The man has a vagine.
Saw marks are straight and clean. Precision castration, I'd call this. Dried bloodstain.
Blood. Something down there.
Don't worry, Reginald, don't worry. You shall be...
Piece of coat fabric caught on the nail. Heavy on cologne. Smell it'll lead me to the thief.
It will all work out.
Diamond saw blade. Perpetrator's tool.
Ah, he left it at the scene of the crime. What a fool.
Oh.
Right, let's chase some nuts.
Ow, I shiver just looking at him.
Oh. Mary had a little lamb who flees.
You shan't turn back a river with a rod. Sit, drink. That twisted veterinary. Fate kicker.
Murderers? Vandgilders. Have we not killed them already?
Fate kicker.
Ooh.
It's really hard to see.
Scent leads to this door.
Is he having... Oh my god, lads. This is turning out even better than I could ever have planned. Somebody stole this statue's penis and they're using it as a dildo to plough their lass. Either that or it's a bloke and he's solo and he's fucking riding the shit out of it. Watch this, lads. It's going to be phenomenal. Oh man, he's getting pegged.
Sorry to interrupt, I guess.
Dirty beggar.
This is not what it seems. Word of honor. I tripped, rolled, tumbled, and landed where she already lay.
Yes.
Psst. Hughes, that's not him.
I swear, this is all an unfortunate coincidence. A series thereof. What?
That's not my husband.
You mean, not your husband? Who are you, and why are you in my home? Out, now, or I'll summon the guards!
Calm down. Just here to talk.
I believe we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, we do. We do. Just to kick things off, you're in great form for a man your age.
He is.
I eat well, start the day with a glass of wine. That preserves the body wonderfully.
Interesting. Might try it. Say, ever heard of Reginald Dobry, his statue?
Everyone in the city's heard of it. Reginald's a paragon, a national hero.
Is it stuck up your ass?
Cut the bullshit, Hughes. You stole Reginald's testicles. Know that already.
I can explain everything. This...
Rosalinda! I know you're in there! You and that fancy pants of yours!
Oh no, not him too. This really is not my day.
Got you, you rogue! Prepare for a shellacking, scallop! What the laugh's this?
The fucking party.
Rosalinda! One, I could forgive you, but two at one time!
Wait, got nothing to do with this.
Take me for a fool? I'll teach you to fish in another man's pond.
Got no time for this. Go home.
Yes, that'll be best. I'm done here.
And leave your wife, she's a whore.
I don't know you, but that would have gone horribly for me had you not intervened. I thank you for saving my skin.
Mm-hmm. So, time to talk.
Rosalinda, my dove, please allow us a moment. All right. I admit I stole the stones. And you will never believe it, but they work. Today, Rosalinda and I, well, 3 times and counting.
Damn, 3 times!
3 times? Impressive.
Isn't it? At my age. That's more than the entire last decade.
All the same, you stole those stones and you gotta return them.
Listen, perhaps we might strike a deal.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Let me keep the stones. I'll pay you. Grant me this, I beg you. They've made me young again.
It's a bad idea. I am willing to lend them to you.
Perhaps I could lend them to you for 1 more day. What would you say to that?
A day is 3 more rumps at the least. You've a deal, sir.
You savage! Go on, get stuck in, mate. You'll probably die of a heart attack. This is a banging quest. Literally a banging quest, right? This guy's gonna die happy. Hell, how long's a day these days, like? Can I go in?
Oak mates are brewed with ease, with every last one.
Hey, you have fun?
I'm back.
Shh, shh, not so loud. You wake her. She'll want another go.
Wake who? Rosalinda?
Louisa, her cousin. She's voracious. Got an inexhaustible appetite. But I'm tapped out. What's it matter that the spirit is willing when the flesh is simply spent? My heart near leapt out of my chest last time. Here, you must take the testes, and Lebioda grant you strength, as I dare say you will need it.
Yeah, I think I might try a bit of this myself. Geralt, stick it up your arse. Bro, I think we should just keep this. And again, Geralt doesn't need this shit. This guy, Geralt's a stallion. Right. It's only 49 meters away. We'll just keep running.
In fact, the Butcher of Bluffigan called to
Yes, that is my name, the Butcher.
Well, have you recovered Reginald's family jewels?
Yep, got them back.
Lepioda's luscious lips, it's them! It's really them! I hope this modest reward nonetheless conveys the extent of my gratitude. And look in on us tomorrow for the grand reopening. You shall stroke Reginald at no charge on the house.
Mate, I need to stroke the penis. How about I just stroke it now? Oh yeah, then put it back on. Go on, put it back on then. I'm watching. Don't hit him with a hammer. Ooh, that's painful, bro. Hey, hold on. Wait there. Grand opening. Let's see if this penis is fixed. There we go, we're here. Oh, it's fixed. Touch it.
Can't believe I'm actually doing this.
Cup the balls. Geralt, don't put your fingers in his arse. It was touching the penis. Go on, touch it again.
Can't believe I'm actually doing this.
No, man, Geralt, cup the balls a little bit closer. Just cup them.
Can't believe I'm actually doing this.
Oh, yes. Yes, Geralt. A man of culture. It's actually really hard to get in the correct position.
Can't believe I'm actually doing this.
Geralt loves the gooch. Right, yeah, we are well nourished in sexual performance. Right. What's next? Mate, these quests are too fucking good. 37, 37, 38. Right, okay, so which one? Oh no, 46. Mutual of Beauclair's Wild Kingdom. Investigate the campsite. Okay. Not sure what this is for. It's miles away. Miles away.
Ow! So
Here in Beauclair, we like to touch the penis.
What's new, money?
Sounds like my fucking type of place. Oh, the trading post, that's what we rode through. Yeah, there's something funky going on here. We don't entirely know what. Because we rode through here and got the quest, but we'll find out.
Signs of a fight. Paw prints, beastly ones, that's clear. Just on this spot, though. Aerial attack. Must have been. Man, bled to death. Big beast inflicted these wounds. Clear from the claw marks. Must have a toothy smile, too, judging by what ripped his throat open.
Toothy smile?
Gotta be.
Granite.
Maybe a basilisk? Except these prints don't belong to any variety I know. Just a little different. Area's dangerous. I'd say there's a basilisk nesting around here. You'd be wise to remain at some distance.
Yes, I'm familiar with the matter, and quite proud to say a basilisk does nest here. I look after it personally.
Look after it? It's not exactly a pet. Beasts murdering folk who come through here.
Just a minute. It does not murder those who do not trespass upon its territory. I posted a number of signs, warnings, specifically to prevent anyone from coming to any harm.
Well, a lot of good they did. Got a freshly mangled corpse right here.
Most likely a merchant, the poor bloke. Just today, I learned 2 traders had chosen this route despite the signs. I came as quick as I could to warn them. Too late, alas. I've instructed my servants. They shall take the body, return it to the family with a generous sum as recompense.
It has to die.
Claim this to be the last surviving basilisk? How do you figure?
The last of this subspecies. Their population was much larger at one time, see? Before the beech forests were felled.
Mean to suggest a direct correlation between beechwood forest density and basilisk populations?
Indirect, I'd prefer to contend. Beechwood forests are the chief habitat of roe deer, you see. In turn, a staple of the basilisk diet. When roe deer grew scarce,
basilisks made humans their staple food. Enter the Witchers.
And thus, we've come to this one last specimen. It's a female. As recently as last year, we still had 2. But Jocast's mate passed on, alas.
Jocast?
Should she not have a name? My father dubbed her in honor of my dear departed mother. Jocast was brooding then. 2 eggs. That she cast from her nest, alas, when the male perished.
Yes. So I wonder, are these eggs still in possession? Because just because she's the last of her species means that she's inevitably dead, so we might as well kill her now. There's no way for her to reproduce.
Who exactly are you? And how'd you develop such an interest in the beast?
Count Borges, happy to be of service. As to the beast, well, this subspecies is our dynastic symbol. The Disalfareses have for centuries signed with the Regulus Platinum. As family legend has it, a female of the species rescued an ancestor, a boy at the time, from a burning building. She took the tyke back to her nest, where she fed him as if he were one of her own youngsters.
Malarkey.
To be sure, but beautiful malarkey it is.
So it is a load of shit.
Pay the victim's family's compensation? Why?
These lands have been my family's for decades, granted to us by Duchess Ademarta. Beyond them, the basilisk ventures not, hunts not, it does not kill or destroy. Provided it is not provoked. Yet if it does destroy, if it kills, I compensate all for the loss, from my own coffers.
Your coffers. Got a store of sons and husbands in there to compensate for those shredded by your beast?
Naturally, I cannot revive the dead, but I do make generous restitution to their loved ones. Just last summer, I paid a leather tooler's widow 800 crowns, this unfortunate merchant's family, to be duly indemnified as well.
Where's the basilisk nesting? Any idea?
Of course I've an idea. But you don't really expect me to tell you. Those are not toy swords. I know your intentions.
Find it myself then. Easy to track with its distinct paw prints. Mentioned 2 merchants, so I might also look for the other corpse.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because like, there's a side of me that thinks like, if this is the basilisk like home, then humans are encroaching on its territory, and I understand it defending it itself. But on the other hand, it's got to go on it.
Basilisk scales are usually thicker, not nearly so fine. Could be more sensitive to fire, this one.
Alas, it is true. Jocast has a terrible fear of fire. She's a highly sensitive creature. Rid your mind of any thought to kill her. You would destroy the last of a species.
Strange. These burn marks. Beast's venom make them? Subspecies must be highly toxic.
It is so indeed. A wound from a sterling basilisk festers long.
Need to brew a potion that'll neutralize that. Busted barrels. Contents spilled all over. Must have been tannin in there. Used to treat leather. Beast smashed the barrels. That's how the scent got on the scale.
Yokoko is so very curious. Strong scents especially intrigue her. The barrels, they must have drawn her in. Drawn her to the caravan.
Busted barrels slimed with venom. Hallmarks of an attack. Basilisk must have caught the second victim here. Anyway, got 2 scents. Venom and tannin. Ought to be enough to track the beast.
Why track her at all? Jocast is protected. Her death would forever destabilize the ecosystem. Who knows what would happen? I see unforeseeable consequences down the line. Simply refrain from provoking her. Harm her not, and she too will leave you untouched. I've long suspected they do it on purpose. Scent their goods. They seek to lure the basilisk to destroy their wares. It allows them to demand compensation from their assurers.
That is a valid point. People could just be sending like peasants along here with goods, having them killed and then claiming the reward from him. I never found the second person though. Oh, unless he's in the nest. What does the sign really say? Danger zone, do not enter. Any losses of life or property will be compensated. See, you should take that off. You shouldn't have that compensation. Because that will entice scammers. Right, let's go. I'm not sure what I'll do yet. I'll have to see how the beast reacts.
Odors dispersed. Seems to be everywhere. Basilisk must be high in the sky. Bloodstains. Clear as day.
But was injured, so it looks like they did fight back.
Sense perceptible again.
There he is.
Just as I expected. Second victim, but relatively unscathed. Basilisk must have been dragging him back to its nest for later. Dropped him for some reason. Wonder why.
Guess we're about to find out. Right, dear Gaston, in reply to your question regarding the planned transport route for the barrels of tannin, allow me to confirm the official itinerary supported by the guild still goes through the lands belonging to Count de Salvarez. The board sees no reason to deviate from our traditional path. The Count has pledged to cover all eventual damage caused by the Great White Terror, so even in the case of destruction of the entire cargo, the guild will suffer no monetary losses. Fucking scumbag. Who wrote that? Fools. It's their own fault. It's actually their own fault. I can hear something.
Hear something, but it's no basilisk screech. Human voices.
What the fuck's going on here?
It's a fear, all right. On account it senses we're true reavers. Damn right.
Yamo, Harry, prepare the equipment. Beast wandered off somewheres. We got to lure it back. And who might you be?
Funny. About to ask you the same.
They call us the Reavers.
Reavers? Wouldn't happen to hail from Crinfrid, would you?
Aye, we do. But how's it you know? And again, who the hell are you?
Geralt of Rivia. I'm a witcher. Know your brethren in arms. Bohold, Kenneton Desperate, New Boy too.
Ah, you're that witcher. Aye, Geralt mentioned you. Said you swing a mean sword.
New Boy, we helped them at the beginning of Witcher 2.
Good you came along. Could take on the brute together. Talk is the venom's something horrifying. Could use another pair of hands. Fee what we've gotten from the guild, we'll share it fair and square. You in?
Gentlemen,
No.
This hurts my ears and pains my heart. You aim to kill your caste? It cannot be. The creature is protected. If you fear to lose the guild's reward, I shall repay it, and reward you doubly to leave the beast be. You cannot slay the last living specimen of a near-extinct subspecies.
Willing to pay, are you? Long as we do nothing? That's rather novel. What say you to that, master? Far as I know, beasts culled the human race by 5 already.
It's not to be killed. The guild's at fault.
Basilisk lives for now. We're not gonna kill it.
A witcher defending a beast. Ever seen that, lads? You like them peaches?
Ah, no scrapping with filth today, it seems. But, you made some mention of coin, as I recall.
I did indeed. And the word once given,
Pay the man.
Your share, Witcher.
Easiest job I've ever done. Godspeed, Witcher. Strange working with you. Strange, but nice.
Godspeed, boys.
Yeah, so they're the
Spared
friends.
your cust. I thank you. And be assured, I'll take great care she not dine on any other souls.
Gotta try harder. Figure out a way to keep folk out of this area.
That I shall do. Master, you must accept more, be it a symbolic sum. Had you not come along, the reefers would surely have slain my Yokast.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Yokast has flown her nest.
Must have sensed a threat. Likely to return eventually, though.
She'll return. Always does. I suspect I might even know where she's gone. I tracked her away and believe she might have found a new mate. It's an ordinary basilisk, not a silvery one. But something might come of it. Who knows? Yokast could lay new eggs. Perhaps produce an entirely new crossbreed.
Sure hope not. Take care.
Geralt doesn't give a fuck about that. Awesome. What's in here? A horse. Yeah, this guy needs to put up barriers around the roadway. Yeah, I'm not in the business of making beasts extinct, to be fair. Not ones that don't actively go out their way to destroy things. It's not what I do. Right, what's next, baby? Wine Wars. There's an auction. Father knows worst. That sounds pretty hilarious. One day while strolling through Beauclair, busting the streets, Geralt spotted a notice. Someone is in need of an escort. They wish to penetrate a cave. Task seems none too complicated or taxing. Father knows best. Is this the one in the mine? No, it's not. Although it is quite far out the way. Right, hold on. Well, where the fuck's the auction? Not on the map. Now it is. Soon noticed one time, Geralt found the appeal of a Dussel clerk. The clerk was seeking all manner of vagabonds, knight errants and mercenaries. Okay. Father knows worst, we'll do that one. We must find fast travel. Come on, Roach. Oh, the mountains in the distance are just phenomenal. How does that make you feel, lads? It makes me feel fucking liberated. Look at that! Reminds me of France. I'm going the wrong way for a start. I'm headed in the wrong direction. Endregas. A bandit camp? I mean, it would be rude not to. Off with your noggin! Yeah. Oh, you got a friend.
Brothers, let us kill! Let us murder!
Off with your hand. Right, where's the loot at? Bandit's unsent letter. To Priamek. The bells of Beauclair House of Pleasure. Oh yes. Little brother, I'll be short and to the point. Feck, Filbert, Sidestick, Starling and Lot can lick my derriere. I'm on my own. Thanks to that flying silver hen, I can live like Zerakani and Pasha. The lads are glad too because finishing off merchants is not all that bad as work goes. Doesn't tire you much and blood can be washed off. And what loot! Yesterday, for example, a caravan drove through full barrels of rum and dried ham. Did we ever have ourselves a feast? Which is why I'm telling you, brother, ditch that brothel business and join my band of merry men. I'm sure Mum cries herself to sleep every night thinking of her son working in a bordello, and it'll do her heart good to know I've got an eye on you, your elder brother. So these guys are fucking bandits robbing those caravans killed by the beast. I mean, it's a pretty good setup, but now they're dead. Roach. Hey. Horse. Right, so looks like we've got a little ride out to do. Tell you what we'll do. Let's go here now. I'm going to ride through that town, pick up what's on that notice board. Ah, there's a quest here as well.
Hey, Tony Champion!
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Whoa there, Roach.
There is a quest here. And it stays on the map, so that's good. We'll leave that there. I'm going to go for a night dusk ride. That is absolutely stunning. Look at this. Now wait there, where are we riding to? We're riding to this here.
That's it, Roach.
It is, it's just like France this. I absolutely love it. Ah, donnez-moi un grand saucisson avec mon derrière.
Wine at
Two
dawn.
sons' best wines would be impossible.
Our knights challenge each other for sport.
Castel Ravello Vineyard.
Not so fast, Roach.
Got it. Alright. We'll just hit these. A Knight's Tale. Oh, a Knight's Tales. It's actually a fairy tale. All the quests here are based on fairy tales. It's phenomenal. Coming down with the sickness.
Hey, over here! Make mountains out of molehills. I shall be better than fine. I must insist, Count. You'll be much the same.
A wine merchant.
Heard you calling. Wanted to talk?
I did, for we're neck deep in trouble. Of the spider kind.
Need a maid with a broom, not a witcher.
You fail to understand. These are huge. The size of pigs or dogs. Black and hairy, spewing webs.
Not talking about spiders then. Talking about arachnomorphs.
Call them what you will. You must smash the rogues, will you? Those caves would be prime barrel storage were it not for the beasts.
Oh, go on then.
First things first. Need to talk about my reward.
I knew we would agree terms.
Arachnomorphs don't look much like bunnies, but they sure breed like them. Best nip the problem in the bud. I'll look into it.
Is this a... It's a secondary quest at level 40. Okay, well, we'll not do that right away. I mean, it cannot be that... Couldn't be that hard, I don't think. But, we are headed over this way. Alright, let's stop off here. And we've got a fast travel. Phenomenal. Wow, look at the sky. Wraiths. It's stuck. Right, you sons of bitches. What the fuck is that? Oh, is it one of them grave things?
How you like that silver?
Oh, it's a Spriggan. See ya. That would be the life, wouldn't it? To live somewhere like this. Something nice and small. Phenomenal view out the way of everybody. Immense. Absolutely immense. Right, next is here. I think we'll explore that as well.
Geralt of Rithia.
Yes.
We are your debtors eternal.
A castle. Fort Astra Ruins. Oh, dead man. Journal of a Desperate Man. The Suffering of Young Francois. That's not far. Find the jewels. Is that taking me to the castle I wanted to explore anyway? It isn't. I mean... there are the stones.
We're to kiss the ground you walk on.
Probably should have read the book.
But you just did your diddly witcherly duty.
Got them. Alright. Let's check this out. Do you know what it is? I just... oh, look, we found a fast travel point. I'm feeling the need to be outside. After this episode, I'm going on a bike ride. I'm going to go up in the fields next to the lake because I need to see some of this in real life, lads. I need to see it in real life. This game just makes... This game is so fucking good, lads. It's the best game I've ever played. It actually is. I'm not even bullshitting. I don't think there's a game that's made me feel as good as this. Nothing actually here. I'm kind of feeling this is going to be a place for a quest, isn't it? A quest is going to take us here. Okay, Roach. Let's go. Let's get to where we need to be for next episode. And I'm going out on my bike. I want to go and ride my steel horse. On a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted. Dead or alive. Dead or alive. Right, we'll hit up that and then we'll go to the
Move it.
start of the quest. Wanted! Why can Roach not open doors? I mean, is there a reason why you can't just ride through a fucking door, like? Come on. Come on. Door. Wanted! Dead or alive. Dead or alive. Dead or alive.
Wonder if I'll find anything Merton left behind here.
Grandmaster Manticore gear. That's why. Right, well I'm not really interested in that, to be fair, since like we've already got a quest for it. Look at that beast. I'll let it live for now. Huh? Didn't want to do that. So that's if we want Grand Manticore gear. I don't even know what Manticore gear is. I've never seen that set before. This is it. Right. Okay lads, we'll call an episode here. Well, let's look at this view first. Next episode we're going to do Father Knows Best. We're going to talk to the men issuing the contract. What looks like they're in that cave. And then we'll just continue doing all the side quests until they're cleared up. See you in the next episode lads.